There's nothing fake about it. Like, y'all are madly in love, and that, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you see on TV is what you see in real life. I mean, we love each other, we support each other, we encourage each other, and I'm so blessed that I got to find the love of my life. I mean, even if it wasn't TV, I still would have done it anyway, because Madison was what I needed. Hey, everybody, this is Tyler White from Love on the Spectrum, and you're listening to Like a Farmer podcast. Oh, yeah, baby.
Hey, everyone, welcome to another episode of Like a Farmer. Tyler White from Love on the Spectrum and the new single, Oh Yeah, Baby.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Joins the show today. As always, how about you check us out on YouTube, wherever you listen to your audio podcast. Let's get into it. Mr. Tyler White.
How's it going, man?
Two Florida boys sitting right here in
That's
Nashville,
right.
Tennessee. Let me just start with this, okay? Oh Yeah, Baby, a jam.
Thank you.
You played at the, was it the Grand Ole Opry?
Grand Ole Opry.
And Randy Travis shows out and surprises you.
Yeah.
Tell me how that feeling was.
So me and Madison, we were in downtown Plant City singing to each other, and I was singing to her Deeper Than the Holler. The video goes viral, and then I get an email from Dylan Weldon, who I'm a big fan of. Mm-hmm. He invited me to come. Yeah, he invited me to come do his podcast in Nashville. So a couple months later, I'm at CMA Fest MC, and I'm doing an ad for the Opry. Little did I know that day, John Fretch, the social media director, said, "We'd like for you to do the podcast at the Opry." So come to find out, they're putting all this stuff together. I get backstage to do the podcast at the Opry, and then Dan Rogers, the manager, walks out and says, "Hey, we'd like for you to sing Deeper Than the Holler tonight at the Opry." So I go up there, I sing, and then just as I'm walking off, I couldn't hear it, but Mike Terry, the announcer, says, "And now, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Travis." And in the corner of my eye, I see him and Mary walking. I just start losing it and was so starstruck and got to be with them backstage. And they're very, very sweet people. And now I got to debut my single again, almost 1 year later.
When you think about, and we talked a little bit off camera on the country music and what you're doing in it, and it's been a passion of yours for a long time.
Absolutely.
At what point were you like, you know what, it's time for me to actually, dip my toes into the country music scene, which you did with Oh Yeah, Baby, but what made you make that decision now?
Well, I mean, I've loved all types of music, country, pop, rock, R&B, and Christian, but what I love about country music, real stories about real life in a secular genre. They ain't afraid to mention Jesus. Of course, the patriotism that was shown after 9/11, and of course, as a DJ, whenever I play love songs, they seem to respond more to the country love songs than the other stuff. And I think after last season, met with Brent Doherty, who's the board of directors for the CMA, who found out my perfect pitch. He felt led to help me, and then he introduced me to Clay Bradley at BMI and all kinds of people, and I'm so blessed to be part of this, and I think it's a wonderful industry to be part of.
I can't wait till maybe you announce a tour one day, man, the Tyler White tour.
Oh yeah, I'm all in.
That'd be awesome. You've done music for a while, because at one point you had the little DJ thing going on too, right? Are you still doing some of that?
Well, I mean, haven't had a whole lot of time to DJ because of everything happening here in Nashville, but I started out when we lived in Arkansas, going all across the state. It's kind of a way to help me interact with people, knowing that there's many different types. I mean, especially with me being on the spectrum. Then we moved back to Florida, and I went all across Central Florida. Then Autism Speaks called. They want me to do the whole state of Florida. And then the Florida Strawberry Festival called and asked me to be their MC for Special Smiles Day. And now here I am making a country music career. And I also sang and DJ'd at the Houston Rodeos. So I did two originals, DJ the rest, and also did some covers. And then they came back to me and said, "We'd like for you to come back next year on a bigger stage." Now, I don't think it's going to be the stadium yet, because I think probably a little bit more, but bigger stage and do all originals.
What is a place, whether it's a venue or a specific location, that you want to do, whether it's DJing, whether it's singing Oh Yeah Baby? Like, what's one of those most iconic? And you've done the Opry. You can check that off the list. But what are some other things that you're like, you know what, I really want to play songs there?
Definitely the Florida Strawberry Festival, the Houston Rodeo, and I think probably do some of the other big rodeos too, as well as NASCAR races.
You mentioned Florida Strawberry Festival. Me and you were from right down the street.
That's right.
How iconic is that? We got to show some love to the Florida Strawberry Festival.
We do.
You want to talk about a lineup they get year after year. Winter Strawberry Capital of the World over there.
That's right.
How is it being from, like, growing up, because I know you spent a little time in Arkansas, but for a majority, just being in that part of Florida, farm town. I mean, like I said, when people think of Florida, they think about the beaches, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, but, like, being right there in the heart of rural America in Florida, how is that growing up in that area?
Well, it's definitely different than what it was when we moved to Arkansas for sure, but I say even with the population growing, I mean, it's still hard to beat that small town feel. I mean, you still get it. I mean, that small town feel every time you go there, and the fact that we're home to one of the biggest fairs in the world, I think is very special. I mean, it's very special for me. I mean, it's always been a special gig of mine. So how I got the Strawberry Festival, my good friend Chris Sparkman, he messaged me one day after I got the Georgia Gala in Atlanta for Autism Speaks, said, hey, we'd like for you to come MC the Strawberry Festival. And I've had the pleasure of MCing for the Beach Boys, Jordan Davis, Aaron Tippin, Colin Ray, Sammy Kershaw, Reba, Jody Messina, and Jamie Johnson. And I think strawberries is what makes Plant City. I think it's hard to beat that, and I pray we never get rid of that.
You're spot on. You are absolutely got to be performing at some point at the Strawberry Festival. I mean, that's got to happen. We got to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, I have fun emceeing and would love to do that more, but I really want to get up there and sing on the Wish Farm soundstage. I have to do it. Make it an annual thing, too.
Exactly. We talk about this a lot on the show, Tyler, of like this lifestyle of people wanting to wear cowboy hats and wear boots and drive pickup trucks. It's gotten real popular over the years. Like, what are your thoughts on why this lifestyle has gotten so popular and everybody wants to be a part of it now?
Well, I think with people like me, Cody Johnson, and Zach Top bringing traditional country back, and I mean, I think it's more than just boots, hats, and Chevy pickup trucks. I think really it's just the way of living. I mean,
exactly right.
Putting God first, loving people, loving your true love. I mean, family, loving your country. I think that's why so many people want to be a country boy or a cowboy or something like that.
I love that you just said you, Cody Johnson, and Zach Top bringing traditional country music back. That's awesome right there.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against those that want to keep the pop and R&B aspects of it, but I was raised on Alan Jackson, George Strait, Randy Travis, Alabama, John Michael Montgomery, Josh Turner, Diamond Rio, Travis Tritt, Vince Gill, to name a few. I mean, we got to bring that little bit of that back. I mean,
have you been singing pretty much your whole life? Like you knew that you kind of had a little bit of vocals to you, and now you're wanting to do country music, or is this something that just kind of popped up?
Well,
how you and I grew up, like you just mentioned, I mean, we've been listening to that type of country music for a long time. I'm more of just a shower singer, right? I just sing in the shower. I can't sing worth a damn, but you obviously got some vocals to you.
Well, I started out playing drums in church as well as school band, and I was first shy at first, but then about 13 years old, I started singing in church and also singing talent shows and the national anthem at basketball games. And then, of course, I still tried to sing while DJing. I mean, singing and emceeing, because when it comes to DJing, I mean, I have nothing against mixing, but I've always thought the best work is interacting with the crowd. Exactly. By singing, emceeing, making announcements, doing stuff like that. I mean, that's how I think DJing should be. And I started singing I Love the Way You Love Me a lot at slow dancing for gigs, and then I kind of realized, I don't know. I mean, because couples might not want you to sing for their first dance, and it might be, but the crowd loved it, and I kept singing, and now here I am in Nashville. I mean, they picked up on some of my singing stuff I put on social media, and they're like, we got to help this guy.
I might get you to sing the first dance at my wedding. You know, I've got one coming up. So.
Oh, awesome.
What would be what's your, like, one of your most favorite cover songs to sing?
That's kind of hard to pick. Probably Key V, Country Boy, Alan Jackson, F Sharp, Josh Turner, Your Man. I Love the Way You Love Me, John Michael Montgomery, A Flat. I mean, it's...
Can you give a little test on your vocals on the mic right now?
I love the way you love me. strong and wild, slow and easy, heart and soul, so completely I love the way you love me.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, you're killing it in life, man. I just want to let you know, all aspects of life, you've got Madison, your love now.
That's right.
The show, it just blew up. I do believe that you are a pioneer for, people that are on the spectrum that you've been very vocal about. And I'm pumped to talk about what that means to you, because there's a group of people that you're helping out every single day. I just wanted to let you know you're killing it at life.
Thank you. I mean, it's so great when moms of people on the spectrum come up and hug me and tell me how much I'm inspiring them. And it's like I always say, with hard work, perseverance, determination, positive attitude, and faith in God, you can overcome any obstacle and do anything you set your mind to. And Madison and I, we pray that our love story inspires anybody on the autism spectrum that is absolutely possible to find love on the spectrum. Pun intended.
Yeah, that little plug there. Hey, we play a game on this show, okay?
Okay.
This game's called Give 'em the Boot, presented by TECOVAS.
Okay.
I've got a brand new pair of TECOVAS for you right here, Tyler.
Oh, thanks.
Now, the game is, there's a few questions in the boot. You've got to answer the questions, okay?
Okay.
Now, you don't have to answer all of them. You can give one of them the boot, meaning you don't have to answer it. But that's no fun. Why would you want to give any of them the boot?
Yeah.
Now, these are one of my favorite colors right here by TECOVAS. That's a damn cowboy boot if I've ever seen one.
Oh, man, that's nice.
So there's questions in that boot. You got to pull them out.
Okay.
We're going to do question number 1. And you just got to, and there's some, if you say, hey, I want to give this one the boot, but they're all fun, and you want people to learn how learn who you are. Okay?
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good. Who has been the most famous person to reach out since the show? Man, that's a lot. A lot of them has. I'm going to have to go with Randy Travis.
You got to.
I mean, he's one of my heroes.
Yep, I get that. Question number 2.
Who is someone you want to do a song with?
Randy Travis again.
Randy Travis again. Well, that's kind of hard to pick all of them. I mean, I like to do Randy Travis, Alan Jackson, George Strait, and for some of today's, I mean, I'd even love to do Carter Faith.
Be a great one right there. Okay. Question number 3.
What is Tyler White's ideal first date? Strawberry Festival.
That festival's getting some plug today.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Last one.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore of country music? Alan Jackson, George Strait, Randy Travis, and Merle Haggard.
That was the most confident we've ever had, Derek. I mean, he knew that immediately.
Yeah.
Why those 4, just out of curiosity?
Well, definitely Merle Haggard got things started. Of course, Randy Travis helped brought the traditional back in the 80s. George Strait, they call him the king. I call him the GOAT. And then Alan Jackson, I mean, he was the one that kept things traditional throughout the 90s and the 2000s. And him and Toby Keith both helped unite the country after 9/11.
I agree with that. Alan Jackson's my top. I mean,
yeah,
just
same
an
here.
icon. He's got his last show coming up.
I know.
Maybe, maybe not. Some people say, like, the King's been saying his last show.
Yeah, like he said he was going to do his last show in Dallas. Not.
Yeah, he's been good for about 4 or 5 a year.
Yep,
so.
he pulled a Brett Favre.
Which is good, though. I want him to still. He can still get out there
and I'd love for Alan Jackson to keep going too, but I think with his health, he kind of has to.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, there ain't going to be a dry eye in the stadium when he sings "Remember When."
Oh, what a great song that is.
Yeah, I think that should be his sign-off song.
It is kind of cool, and you mentioned it a couple of times, when you have to, right? Need to unite, especially whether it's war, something bad happened. That country music, specific people in country music,
exactly,
they'll write a dang song to make sure that's kind of the kind of, I call it a movement, but whatever you want to classify it as, but like, hey, this song is for this situation that just happened, and this is why I wrote it. I just think that's the coolest thing.
I think so too. I mean, I've written a song about unity. I mean, the way I look at it, I won't get into politics because I believe who a person votes for is between them and God, and I'm friends with people on both sides of the political aisle. But let's talk about something that ways we can unite us. I mean, let's learn how to love one another. That's the way I look at it.
Amen. Have you ever thought about being a politician?
No, I can't stand the drama.
Yeah, I get that. I think you'd be a good one.
Yeah, but I love people too much just to get into that kind of, because all they do is just fuss and fight and carry on.
What's something that you want to do that you haven't really accomplished yet? Got the show, DJ, got the country music going. Anything that you're like, I really want to do this one day?
I definitely want to sing the national anthem at a NASCAR race. I'd love to host the CMA or ACM Awards or any kind of special. And I'd also love to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry and even win a CMA or an ACM.
I could see that. What about like acting? Maybe a little movie action?
I'm definitely open to that. I would love to act. I mean, I did a school play my senior year in high school, and I would really love to get my toes into acting, maybe do some voice acting, because I can do some pretty good impressions of Patrick and Mr. Krabs.
Let's hear it.
SpongeBob, me boy, I need you to get on that grill and make me a Krabby Patty. I need you to make me money. Aye. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
That's good. I could see that. Love on the Spectrum. How did that even come about?
Well, I was advertising my DJing services on the Facebook yard sale groups, and I'd always do engagement ads for like concerts, Bucks games, NASCAR races, Strawberry Festival, and I also do stuff like Christmas, 4th of July, New Year's Eve. And all of a sudden, as I was advertising, I scrolled across my feed. They're looking for a guy in the Tampa-St. Pete area to go on a date with a girl on the Spectrum. And I looked at it, I said, well, I'm here in Plant City. I've always said if it's the Lord's plan for my life as someone on the Spectrum to fall in love, it'd be with a girl on the Spectrum. So I filled out my resume, sent it to him. The rest is history.
And Madison came in your life.
Best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah?
She has helped me in more ways than one, man.
I can tell. Like that, like, obviously I hope and wish for everybody to find love. And y'all have exposed yourself because it's on TV, right?
Exactly.
I mean, you've opened the doors. But it is kind of cool to see. I mean, there's nothing fake about it. Like, y'all are madly in love, and that, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what you see on TV is what you see in real life. I mean, we love each other, we support each other, we encourage each other, and I'm so blessed that I got to find the love of my life. I mean, even if it wasn't TV, I still would have done it anyway because Madison was what I needed.
Who wears the pants in the relationship?
I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the better cook?
She is. I'm still learning, though.
Who's got more of a fashion taste?
She does.
Yeah, I can tell. I like the hat, though. That's
Thanks.
pretty cool. What's the story behind you always got that specific cowboy hat on?
Well, I've always wore cowboy hats when I was singing and stuff, and then about a few years ago I started wearing them again at DJ gigs and stuff, and I've always wanted feathers in my cowboy hat like Richard Petty, so I got a fan named Georgia from Howdy Hat Company in Houston, makes all my hats, and she does a good job. And matter of fact, I got this hat signed by Richard Petty and Kyle Petty last night at the Cracker Barrel 400.
Hey, y'all, it's Pat, and I'm excited to welcome Ducks Unlimited to the Like a Farmer podcast. Your hunt starts with healthy wetlands and associated habitats. From the Alaskan wilderness to the Atlantic flyway, across America's Great Plains and down the Mississippi Delta, Ducks Unlimited has been protecting and restoring habitats for nearly 90 years. But their work is far from over. They need our help to reach the next million-acre milestone and ensure waterfowl for generations to come. DU volunteers and supporters have led the charge to fill the skies with waterfowl today, tomorrow, and forever. Why don't you come join the team that's making a real difference? Ducks Unlimited is powered by people like you. With your help, They can continue to raise funds that drive wetlands conservation across the whole continent. Whether you are out selling tickets, securing donations, or finding that next sponsor, they have a role for everyone. If you want to join today, visit www.ducks.org/volunteer. Ducks Unlimited, conservation for a continent. You say fan, and I will say this, Tyler, out of all the people that have been on this show, and you name them, right? I mean, we've had some, whether it's Jamie Johnson, Parker McCollum, Riley Green, John Daly, Josh Allen, whoever that might be. Every time that I've told somebody, like, yeah, I got Tyler White coming on the show, they're like, I love that guy. I mean, this popularity that you have gotten in a short time, like, how does that, when you just sit back, like, how does that feel?
It's a great feeling. I mean, I love it when the fans come up and want to hug and take pics and stuff. And I think I'm so blessed to be an inspiration to those. And I love that they love my music. And the fact that famous people that I grew up to like are fans of me is awesome. I mean, I've had Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Noah Gregson, NASCAR drivers come up, say how much they're fans of me. I even got Dale Jr. following me on Instagram.
Yes.
And when I was singing the national anthem at the Lightning game, some of the players' wives came up and hugged me, and they say, we watch the show with our husbands. They're big fans of you. We'd like for you to do videos for them. And, I mean, it's very special.
That's awesome. Who's one of the most famous people that follow you on Instagram?
Dale Jr., Lainey Wilson. There's a bunch of them.
Lainey.
Yep.
Pretty big right there.
Which I met her last year at CMA Fest when I was emceeing for Winona at Ascend, and then when me and Madison walked the red carpet, she's like, do you have any advice for me to host? And for me, that was I wasn't expecting that. I mean, someone that's emceed at the Strawberry Festival and CMA Fest giving advice to someone who's hosting one of the biggest events on national television. I mean, that is very special. I told her to get out there and have fun because that's the way I've always looked at it.
When you think about people on the spectrum and you highlighting yourself being on that, on the television show, what does it mean that you truly are the voice of a group of people that look up to you, that show that, hey, there's no, like, what you work your butt off, have fun, put God first, everything's going to be all right. What does that mean that you can kind of be a pioneer for those types of people?
It's very special. I mean, that's what I did with Autism Speaks and what I've done with the Strawberry Festival. And now to go to the next level, being on TV, falling in love with a girl on the spectrum, that's showing people around the world that you can do it. I mean, that you can find love no matter what the situation is. I mean, I think it's something I'm very blessed to be part of, something Madison's blessed to be part of, as well as everyone else that has had the opportunity to be on that show.
How is the show as a show in general? How has it been?
I think it's been great. I mean, got to go to a lot of events in LA and also made friends. I mean, I consider them to be brothers and sisters on the spectrum. Matter of fact, the scene where we're all singing Over the Rainbow inspired me to write a song about friendship. I got with John Oates to do that. Got a little bit of Carole King, You Got a Friend. It's called You Got a Friend for Life. KSC, by the way. And it's also been great to meet with them. Of course, we're meeting with Tanner this week. He's coming for CMA Fest. Got to hang out with Connor in L.A., meet Dylan and Logan.
Any, like, cool, crazy behind-the-scenes moment from the show?
I wouldn't say crazy, but I think one thing I would have loved for them to show is me asking Brennan for Madison's hand, but I can understand why, though. They didn't want to spoil it. But,
yeah,
you know, and I do wish that they would show a little bit of more of our conversations with the family, but I think they really do a great job documenting us and everybody and our dreams and what we want to accomplish as well.
I love that. Hey, we do a segment on the show, okay?
Okay.
Segment's called The Florida Man, presented by Outlaw Light. You being a Florida man yourself.
I got a song coming out with that, by the way, called Florida Man.
Do you?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay, well, I want to talk about that, but what's the most Florida man thing that Tyler White's ever done?
I guess have a... Man, that's kind of hard to tell. Because I love to fish. no matter if it's salt or fresh water, I do love me a pub sub. I mean,
Shout out
I love me
Publix,
some swamp
man.
cabbage.
Exactly. Hey, how about Publix?
Yeah,
I feel bad for the people that don't know
I know.
what Publix is.
Like, it was tough whenever we lived in Arkansas knowing there wasn't a Publix. So, I mean, I feel bad for all my friends in Arkansas that never got to see what Publix is.
I totally agree. What's your like go-to pub sub order from Publix?
Buffalo chicken, just buffalo ranch chicken, pepper jack cheese, extra toasted.
That's mine too.
And a buffalo chicken dip with chips.
I might throw a little lettuce on there if I'm feeling healthy that day.
Yeah.
Chicken, buffalo, ranch, pepper jack cheese,
Yep.
extra toasted.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Where did
They
that
ought to call that the Oh, yeah, baby sub.
I agree. I totally agree. Oh, yeah, baby. I want one of those oh, yeah, babies. Where did that song even come from?
Well, the slogan itself came from me as a stem saying "oh yeah" a lot in agreement with Madison. So people started noticing that I say that a lot. I'm thinking, well, how about make it more exciting? Say "oh yeah, baby." So I started saying that at the end of my videos. I'm thinking, dadgummit, I ought to write a song about it. So I got in the studio with Drew Trosclair, Jeff Garrison, and Lee Thomas Miller, who wrote with Jamie Johnson, Trace Adkins,
Yeah.
Brad Paisley, Joe Nichols, and Terry Clark. About 30 minutes to an hour, we had the song wrote, and then another 30 minutes to an hour, we had the demo cut. And I knew that day we had a catchy song. And now that it's been released, seeing people dancing and singing along to it, jamming out to it, I'm believing this is going to be a number one.
Derek, you hear that? That's a bold. I love that. Now, what can you talk about right now when it comes? I don't want you to do any spoilers or anything, but you mentioned the Florida Man song coming out. Like, what do you have in the works that you can kind of give a little taste to the audience to?
Well, the next song will be June 26th, My Old Man. It's a song I wrote about my daddy and how much he means to me and how much he taught me. And then we're probably going to release either Made For You or Sounds Pretty Good to Me next. I don't know yet, but I know Sounds Pretty Good to Me. Netflix, they've wanted to put it up for a Emmy nomination, so we're hoping it makes the cut. And, you know, I think even if I don't win the Emmy, being nominated, if it happens, would be very special.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, how many country songs have ever been nominated for an Emmy?
We might need to fact check that. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You mentioned your dad. Like, give me a little bit about that, because I know that he meant a lot to you, like, taught you a lot, all of that. Like, talk to me a little bit about him being on a mentor to you, but anybody else kind of that you've looked up to growing up.
Well, definitely my family has always been there for me and supported me and encouraged me to overcome my obstacles. And, of course, I learned how to love Madison watching how my daddy loved my mama and how my papa loved my nana. And I think to have a song about that is very, truly special. I mean, even Clay at BMI told me one day, Tyler, I think you should write a song about your dad. So I did a song about my daddy. I'm planning on doing a song about my mama sometime too.
That's cool, man. That's got to feel good. Are you majority writing most of your songs?
100%. And I've got co-writers right now helping me. I think what happens is we go in there, I have ideas, they have ideas. We kind of just feed off each other, try to see which idea is better, and we get a melody first, and then once we get a melody, we're like, okay, what do we want to say? How should it sound? And I think once we get all that and we get all that written, we get it tracked, and then I go in the studio and record it and let Clay hear it, and then we put the masters to it, make time for it.
What are your thoughts on this AI being in country music now?
It has no place in country music. It has no place in other types of music, and quite frankly, it has no place on TV.
You heard it here first. I'm with you. And you said earlier, which I totally agree with, and I've been very vocal on this show about it, my favorite thing about country music is the storytelling aspect. That's what I enjoy doing. That's why I started the show. I love storytelling.
Exactly.
I can pull up Instagram and watch TV and watch you on my device, but I want to know your story. Like, you know, how did you get here? Where did you come from? How were you raised? Who are your mentors? You know, That's what I enjoy, the storytelling aspect. And that's what country music is about.
That's what it should be.
And you got AI now. You can just tell what an AI song is.
Yeah.
These days.
Yeah, and some people say, oh, I don't know if that's AI, Tyler. No, that's my voice.
Yeah.
No auto-tune, no AI. That's just me. And
See what you get. You get what you see.
That's right.
How do you feel right now about the landscape of country music as a whole? We talked about it. Whether it's rock country, whether it's pop, bro country, whatever you want to call it. But just everybody's in country music now, right? You got Post Malone. You got Big X to plug. I'd love to see a Tyler White Big X to plug.
I'd be in for it.
But what's the whole landscape of country music in a few words to you right now?
I think really it's a mixture of everything. I mean, you got those of us keeping the traditional sound alive, those that are adding more to it, and then also there's more ways to entertain. I mean, obviously you got shows, you got tours and stuff, and TV, movies. And I think the reason why Lainey Wilson has been winning so much Entertainer of the Year at CMAs is because her ability to entertain, whether it be TV, movies, and just being out of the show. I mean, that's exactly how Reba did it back in the 90s and 2000s.
And you mentioned it earlier, it's all about engagement.
Exactly.
And that's why that MC is such a good, and I don't want to call it practice because it's a job in itself, but it's so good when you think about engaging with the audience. MCing just helps you in life in general.
Yeah, I mean,
whether it's public speaking, whether it's engaging with somebody, looking in their eyes, shaking their hands, like I think that has helped you to where you're at today is doing a lot of those MC gigs.
Exactly. I mean, that's how I got into DJing, learning how to engage and interact with people. I mean, that's one thing that makes DJing special, and the fact that I still do it now is something I really don't want to give up. I want to keep finding ways to engage and interact with people.
What's something that like the fans don't know about Tyler White right now?
It's kind of hard to say. I mean,
You've opened the book.
I've opened the book already, but I think probably, I don't know.
I mean, that's good that you don't. I mean, that just shows that you're authentic and you hey, whatever I'm doing, I'm showing what everybody I'm doing. And I think that's really cool. What's coming down the pipeline for you right now that you're just, you know what? We're at CMA Fest right now. Done the NASCAR thing, TV show. Like, what's something that you're like, I'm really looking forward to this, and this is coming up?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to CMA Fest. I'm looking forward to singing the national anthem at the Rays again in July.
The Tampa Bay Rays.
Tampa Bay Rays. I was there last year. They're going to have me again this year. There's so much on the pipeline that I really can't share too much right now, but they're looking me into singing and emceeing at more places across America. And also, of course, the way NASCAR went, I did an ad with Choice Hotels in Dallas for worth $400 at Texas Motor Speedway. And then last night I did the Cracker Barrel 400. I think there's more races along the way. Of course, Bristol and Vegas, they came up to me. They want me to be at their track and starting to get some offers there. So, and of course, I'm excited about Marion Madison. Of course, we haven't planned a date yet. We've had to keep it secret because of TV. And also, we're in the beginning stages now. But there's really so much to look forward to, for sure.
I can't wait for that wedding. It'll be a big party.
It's gonna be a good one for sure.
You got the Lightning, you got the Rays, and you got the Bucks. All fans of all of those?
All three of them, and I'm also a fan of the Magic too.
Okay, you got to. I mean, how are we feeling about our Buccaneers this year?
I'm hoping we can win a Super Bowl, but I'm bummed we let Mike Evans go, and I'm also bummed that Levante David retired.
We got a dog and a quarterback, though, in Baker.
Oh, yeah. I love Baker. He's the best.
Might need to do a little Tyler White, Baker Mayfield collab.
Yeah. I mean, all they got to do is call me and say, we want you to sing the national anthem again, and maybe I can be out there with Baker warming up.
I'm with you. Hey, I meant what I said earlier. You're winning at life, Tyler. You really are, and I appreciate you coming on the show today, but, like, what you do on an everyday basis, whether it's with music, the show, loving Madison, helping out people on the spectrum, you're winning at life.
Thank you. I mean, I feel like I'm winning for sure. Like every time I come to Nashville, it's like I'm always excited about heading to work, and I'm excited. I feel totally blessed that my life has changed over the last year.
Well, I appreciate you coming on the show today, man. Seriously.
Appreciate you having me, man.
I'm excited for what's to come, and maybe there's a tour that will be announced one day.
Have to find out.
As always, I appreciate y'all tuning in every single week to Like a Farmer on Wednesday. You know where to find us, YouTube or wherever you listen to your audio podcast. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you got to do to be like a farmer.
Oh, yeah, baby.